DOJ Merrick Garland assigns a special counsel to Donald Trump as many start to question whether Garland is being too partisan. Biden is walking a fine line by continuing to attempt to keep his promise to forgive $10,000 to $20,000 of student loan debt. Elon Musk allows Donald Trump back onto Twitter, and electric cars continue to be the Biden administration's top focus. Thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out as a small news station. The Department of Justice has escalated their investigation into Donald Trump by appointing Jack Smith as a special counsel. Smith is a seasoned federal prosecutor who is most recently known for prosecuting war crimes. Attorney General Merrick Garland explained, based on recent developments, including the former president's announcement that he is a candidate for president in the next election, and the sitting president stated intention of being a candidate as well, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel. So he's basically saying, hey, I'm trying not to be partisan, and so I'm going to step away from this. But then now many people are saying this looks super, super partisan. So he can't really win whichever direction he goes. But this is a story in the news today. Now, immediately after the announcement, Trump stated that he will not partake in the investigation. He stated, I've been going through this for 6 years. 6 years I have been going through this, and I'm not going to go through it anymore. Former Vice President Mike Pence, who has been critical of Donald Trump, called the new stage in the investigation very troubling. Pence further elaborated that he believes this is politicization of the Justice Department, referring to the decision being made after Trump announced he will run for president in 2024. So basically, even Mike Pence, who very much does not like Donald Trump, is saying, hey, this is starting to look very, very biased from the Department of Justice. President Biden has just turned 80 and broke his own record of being the United States' oldest president. Biden stated that he will make his decision on whether to run in 2024 early in next year, so early 2023. He claims that he's mentally fit and ready to serve. Biden also said that 80 is the new 60, and many of his voters seem to agree. Now, the right-leaning media is pointing out that the White House was very, very quiet about President Biden's birthday because they specifically don't want to draw attention to the fact that he's 80 years old, and if he serves again, would be nearly 84 years old at that time. New polling data from Americans across the United States shows in a perfect world, they would rather have better options than Biden or Trump when it comes to president in 2024. Let me know down below, who would you put forward as a better candidate? I don't care if you're a libertarian or a Democrat or a Republican or independent. Just let me know who you think would be a better candidate in 2024. Elon Musk let people decide on Twitter whether Trump should be reinstated to the Twitter platform. When it was all said and done, over 15 million people voted. 52% were in favor of Trump's return, while the other 48 said, no, don't reinstate him. So based on a majority vote, Elon Musk has allowed Trump to come back onto the Twitter platform. However, the Trump team is saying that the former president will not be joining Twitter going forward and will stay on Truth Social. Now, I have a sneaky suspicion that as we get closer to the election, they will use Twitter as an outlet to try to get more eyeballs or leverage or coverage for the former president. But as of right now, he says he's not going back. Those that voted to reinstate Trump were happy, and those that voted against it were very unhappy. Threatened to leave the platform and told Musk, hey, stick to what you're good at, electric cars over at Tesla. Now, speaking of electric cars, this continues to be the focus for most of the globe, but especially right here with the Biden administration. And many analysts are saying that as the world embraces solar and electric cars, the need for battery storage will rise exponentially, and that lithium will become the new gold of the future. So I guess white lithium versus gold is now the new gold rush. Now, I want to tell you about a group with lithium mines and other battery necessary elements But their business model specifically is built around being the upstream source for all of the raw materials necessary to create these lithium-based batteries. The group is FE Battery Metals Corp, and their ticker symbol is FEMFD. They can be found on most major trading platforms except for Robinhood. Now, FE Battery Metals Corp strongly believes that batteries are going to play a huge role in the near future, and almost all of the data backs them up on this. So they've been gearing up for this opportunity for many, many years now. In fact, if you go on their website, you can go all the way back to 2012. They have news updates about the progress of their company going back, what is that now, 10 years? That's amazing. Now, of course, over the last several years, they have been strategically buying up mining rights and mining claims, and now have hundreds of mining claim opportunities all over different parts of Canada. Each of their mines encounters silver, gold, cobalt, tungsten, zinc, and lithium, but lithium is their main focus. Now, although they pull these other minerals and elements out of the ground and will sell them for a profit, their big focus is on being the raw material provider for lithium batteries. Now, just 13 days ago, their lead geologist and his team did dozens of core samplings at their Quebec mine. The Augustus lithium property yielded really encouraging findings based on the amount of lithium oxide they were able to discover in the ground. Now, encouraged by these results, it will likely lead to phase 2 of mining, which is to go from exploration to extraction. So they're very excited about their findings, and you can read more about that online. So here's what's going on, right? Lithium and the demand and use of lithium are projected to increase by hundreds and hundreds of percent between now and 2030, while at the same time mining for lithium has actually been going down. So you're going to see this clash of big demand and low supply, which will drive up the price. But there are lithium companies out there, and I've been telling you about them, that they are very much ready for this opportunity, and they've been finding lithium at their different mining sites. Now, a lot of the reason that supply has gone down isn't because people don't see the opportunity to make money. It's because of the global lockdowns that we were all forced to live through over the last 2 years. This slowed down the phase 1 exploration and also the phase 2 extraction. But now, with basically every country, including Canada, reopened, this company is ready to kick into full gear and go meet that demand and be one of the top lithium providers for all of Canada. Now, the team running FE Battery Metal Corp is incredible. The CEO, Gurminder Singh, sits on the board of several publicly traded companies, has 18 years of business experience, and got his MBA in business from Cornell University's business school. So very, very sharp, knows how to run a business, knows how to keep the numbers where he needs to be, knows how to look for and discover opportunity. But when it comes to mining groups, I specifically like to look at the directors and also the geologists, right? Like, who's got their hands in the dirt? Who's taking the core samples? Who's doing the exploration? And the gentleman that's running this for this group, his name is Mr. Craig Alford, and he's been doing 30 years of mining geology. And he's done exploration all over the world. He's been called in on mines in China, South America, Australia, Russia, and even over in Africa. He's also been the geologist on several multi-$100 million mines. So basically, like, investors came together. They said, hey, based on your geologists, we're going to give you hundreds of millions of dollars to start digging. He's the guy, right? So his experience is trusted when it comes to the mining world. Now, again, lithium is super hot. The demand is super hot. And now companies like FE Battery Metal Corp, they are ramping up production. They are getting ready to meet this demand with full force, and I think it's a great business opportunity. This is a ground floor opportunity and a long-term hold, and I'm grateful for FE Battery Metals Corp partnering with me on this video to bring this information to you guys. So definitely check it out. Do your research on the demand for lithium and then how many lithium mines are out there. I mean, they're saying that we need hundreds of these mines yesterday. And here's one that's already up. It's already operational, and you can definitely go do your research on there. Again, the company is FE Battery Metals Corp, and their ticker symbol is FEMFD. Thanks so much for partnering on this video. Well, Walt Disney Studios and the Disney Corporation is getting a new old CEO. Bob Chapek has been leading the Disney Corporation since early 2020 when Bob Iger retired. Since then, Chapek has basically driven the Disney business into the ground, collapsed their stock for shareholders and investors, and released movie after movie that the general public deemed as woke. Then Disney's board reelected him, and many were scratching their heads saying, how do you lose tens of billions of dollars in valuation and tarnish the Disney name and then be reelected? Now, he's been trying to balance the lifestyle of many people, right? People that have that they're gay or maybe transgender, and he's done his best to walk through this, but at the same time, he's moved in a direction that has made many people angry. They've questioned Disney's motivation for families, and so now Disney is saying, wait a minute, we owe a lot to these shareholders and to the Disney brand. And so we are asking Bob Iger to come back. And so he's been invited to come back. Now, Iger was over Disney during huge acquisitions, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, just to name a few. So he's going to be coming back. So Disney will be under new old management starting very, very soon. Now, despite legal challenges pinned against student loan debt forgiveness, the Biden administration has been notifying people that they've been approved for student loan debt forgiveness, even though two judges, a federal judge and then an appeal court judge, have both said it's unconstitutional. However, they've been sending out notifications saying your application is complete and approved, and we will discharge your debt if we prevail in the courts. So basically, they're going out with faith, out on a limb, a very skinny limb, saying this is going to happen. You've been forgiven. Get your voice heard. But as of right now, it's not been approved, and so they're very much walking a fine line. This could be this could burn Biden really, really big if he ran in 2024. Also, there's been dozens and dozens of Democrats that have run based on this forgiveness. So it'll be really interesting to see if he's able to get that $10,000 to $20,000 of student loan debt. Now, many are saying if this doesn't go through, this may be something that Biden and the Democrats can't walk back. How do you use this promise twice in two different elections and get tens of millions of votes only to then fail twice to get it approved? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that this is actually going to go through or not? Some are saying Biden can't get student loan debt approved. So again, I don't know where to go with this. But CBS News made a very interesting 180 turn. For 20 months, they've been denying the Hunter Biden laptop story being real and the possible treasure trove of illegal business dealings being on that laptop. Well, finally, over the weekend, they admitted this is real. There's a lot of really damning information about the president and his son and his family on this laptop. It also very much goes against I think it was 150 former intelligence people saying that this was Russian disinformation in order to have it thrown out before the election. And now CBS is saying they were wrong, we're wrong, and this is real. And now they're running stories about different things on Hunter Biden's laptop. So I think as Republicans take over the House in January with this new Congress, I think that this is going to be a major story. I don't know what it will do or how it will affect anything going forward, but this was definitely buried on purpose, lied about, and influenced the election, and Republicans are mad and they're going to go after this. So anyway, that's a big story that's in the news right now. Now, before you go, make sure to take 20 seconds to get your name entered to be one of the winners of the $15,000 in cash that Casey and I are giving away, thanks to select video sponsors, and we're so grateful for them. And I will leave a link in the video description box down below. Also, check out the company that I told you about. FEMFD is the ticker symbol. Great company, already have mines that they're finding lithium in. Hey, now before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to check out this important video and be subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much. I will see you on the next video.